back to another episode with Eddie Cologne with the EC Details. Today I'm going to walk you through the process of how we do a full decon wash, ceramic coating, polish, the whole 9 yards. We have a brand new BMW that's in for our platinum package. You had it about a month and a half, has less than 1,000 miles, but there are a lot of scratches on the car already. Two BMW M3, and right now we're doing the review of the car and the inspection. There are a lot of things not good with this car. Gonna feel bad for them. You see there's a bunch of scratches here. I have paint correction lights. All this is scratch. It looks like she took it through a car wash several times. There's scratches on the panel here. We're gonna have to take out marring. All the piano black trim has a lot of some scratches on there. There is some here, I don't know if you can see that right there. Some water spotting. Some swirls all over the paint, you see that? Swirls all over the paint. We have swirls on the piano black trim here. So yeah, we're gonna be doing our platinum package on this today. Right now, before I touch the car, it's always been my process, do a walkthrough. We'll assess the damage. You always want to assess the damage before you touch with anything. Take pictures and send it to the client. All right, so here's what we're gonna be using today. We're gonna be using P&S Absolute as our wash for both our tires, rims, and for the body. I am gonna be using P&S brake busters for the wheels. I'm also gonna be using NB Perch for the wheels themselves. Awesome, tremendous. Whatever word you want to use. Love this stuff. I do have gallons, so our wash media today is auto fiber double flip. All right, so I diluted my buckets already. I have 2 buckets going. So I have 2 3-gallon buckets, 1.5 ounces of P&S Absolute in both. Yes, I use it for my wheels. Does a great job pulling dirt. And then I'm gonna use water, of course, for the wheels only. The rest is rinseless, just so I can wipe it off. And let's go over how to do a rim real quick. About to begin our wash and play. This is my daughter. She's beautiful. She gets paid more than most McDonald's employees. But we're gonna rinseless wash the car. So Isabel, what'd you do here?
Just pumped it.
All right, Isabel, you're gonna put these towels inside of that bucket.
All of them?
Yep. So what we're using right here is auto fiber, rinseless. You just dip it all in.
Oh.
All in. Yeah, let it be married. We're using auto fiber double flips, not rinseless. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around the car first. We're gonna pre-spray our panel with the solution. So I have 2 things going on here. We have 3 gallons of P&S Absolute. Remember, it's only 1.5 ounces. It's only 1.5 ounces for the 3 gallons. We have 2 gallons in the pump spray. What we're gonna do for that is just pre-rinse the car. So we pre-rinsed the panel here, and Isabel's been washing cars with me for a while. So she's using double flip. She always goes top to bottom. Here you go, mamas. How does it look? Ooh, dirty. Oh,
so
look at
dirty.
how dirty is that?
Very
So now what do we do?
flip it.
There we go. You flip it. Take the other side and then make sure you get the bottom of that. There you go. All right, I would put that back in the bucket to test it to see if it'll get it off. And then we're going to dry it. So she's not putting any pressure here. Like I said, she's been washing cars with me for over a year. If you're wondering, like, what does she get paid? 15 bucks an hour, right, little Is? For this, I just want to teach them a skill, right? I want them to learn hard work. I want them to learn how to detail a car so they don't have to rely on the the machine. And then they just help me get to the car. Now we're gonna show a couple things here. So we're gonna show Isabel spraying the panel again on this side, just paint, spray it again. And you're like, Eddie, why are you doing this? Because we talked about our standard operating procedures before in the last video. So we're gonna spray this all over ones. And you're like, oh, Dad, I just did that. I know. So here's what I'll do going forward. So I'm gonna show you the clay towel process and what we're gonna do for the clay towel. This car's not that contaminated. So we have the Rag Company clay towel. And what we do here is, well, you remember, you don't do a lot of pressure, right? You just go back and forth. All right, bud. Yep. Back and forth, saw. Now she's gonna just clay the car. I'll go through the deconning phase in a second, only clay the spots you did, and she'll just clay the car here. This P&S stuff has so much lubricity that it doesn't mar the paint when we do it this way. All right, you flip that over, and then we dry it.
You want me to do it again?
Flip it over here, and then you hear that sound? There you go. It smells like coconuts, huh?
Yeah, it does.
It smells like coconuts. I'm gonna eat the car. All right, and then dry it, mamas.
The car looks like
All right, so the car is finished. When I say finished, we're looking at just what we did to wash it with the Rinseless. We have the doors open because we were about to clean the door jambs with Rinseless, but that's how the paint looks. After the Claybar, there is some marring happening on the hood a little bit after the Claybar, but we do intend to two-step this. There's a lot of damage on the paint itself. So here's what it looks like. So it looked pretty good. So we're gonna walk you through the process on how to clean the door jambs, all of the bottom parts and the side parts right here, and the seals, before we move on to prepping for the polish. Detailer, I didn't make any Absolute because I'm a troll, but we're gonna spray all of the door jambs, let it emulsify the dirt here. We'll go one door jamb at a time. All of it. All of it here. All of it here. And then all of it here. We are gonna do an interior cleaner because you can see it looks like hot trash in there, but that's it. All right, so we finished cleaning the door jambs. We finished the actual wash and the process of the wash. Now I'm gonna walk you through a couple of things. One, we have to get ready, so I'm gonna polish the car. There's a couple of spots that I'm gonna tape off. You're like, why? Why not just use something that's body safe? It's just habit, man. I'd rather tape it off and not have to deal with cleaning it later. So I'm gonna show you what we're gonna tape off. Tape the painted area. Cool. So that's it. It's simple as that. Let's talk about what we're gonna use. So we have these products that we're gonna use today. We're gonna go Dr. Beasley's NSP 45. This stuff is amazing. Eddie, why are we using this? This is, remember I told you guys in the last video, my standard operating procedure changed. It's because this right here eliminates a step. It eliminates me having to use panel prep. We're gonna use that. The areas are kind of soiled, so we're also gonna use this for soiled. This guy doesn't know how to speak. It's not soiled. There's some areas that are more scratched than others, right? So we're gonna use that. These are the pad choices. So we're going with Lake Country blue, Lake Country yellow, orange, and then I have my machine. So Nano 3-inch. I use a pneumatic tool. I love this because it's powerful, and that's why I have that in the shop. So we have NSP 95 going on first on my Milwaukee 15mm throw, orange Lake Country pad. I have a nickel size. Maybe that's a bigger than a nickel. Things like cottage cheese, right? You can't eat it. Do not worry about it. This is one of the biggest mistakes anybody makes using this product, is they feel that they have to use the old method of doing stuff. So we used to put 4 dots. We would prime the pad. This is all you need to get started. I put a little extra on here for the first round to go, and I'll put less as we continue going. With this NSP, I could get through the whole car with 1 ounce of product. 1 ounce, bruh. 1 ounce of product. So let's do it. We're gonna put on a pad. You're like, oh my gosh, he's dry. No, it's not dry. The pad's not hot. I'm not dry polishing the car. If you see, there's a lot of lubricity. So we're gonna take that. I'm gonna take my towel. You know you worked it enough when it's easy to come off. So when it's easy to come off, you've worked the product long enough. Cool thing about this, I don't have to panel prep it, boys. That means right after I'm done polishing this car, I am gonna coat right along with it. The towel I'm using is Klein. Bro, I love my kids, but I love this towel more. I lied, Lizzie. I love you more. All right. Let's take a look at our paint. Look at that. So it's looking good. Yeah, I think we hit the sweet spot here. There was some marring here earlier. Maybe I could show it. But yeah, this is looking good. So this is the combo I'm gonna use. I'm going with NSP 95 with orange pad. And then let's get going. So this is the part that I found super gnarly. So every headlight on this car looks like this, right? So when you're looking at the paint itself, this is where we stop polishing, and you can see some of the imperfections right there. See if I can get that into focus. Yeah, you can see all the imperfections. Crazy. Just like that, NSP 95 did work. We saw how bad that was. Man, this compound is awesome. Look at that. So I'm trying to preserve the clear coat. We have a brand new 2023 BMW. What I don't want to do is take a lot of crap off. So I'm trying to be strategic, right? The NSPs are working very well. Dr. Beasley's does a great job with their stuff. I don't have to go too aggressive. I could have gone to 45. I went to 95 because there were some places where it had like a lot of deep scratches. So anytime you're working on a car, think about this, right? Think about preservation. Eddie, hablas inglés? Yeah, I speak English. Preservation. You want to keep the clear coat, right? Especially since it's thin, especially the new stuff. The new stuff is super thin. You want to preserve it. So whatever you can do to preserve it, coat it, protect it, send it. You don't want to take a lot of clear coat off. So I'm looking at this paint and I'm like, dang it, dude. I don't want to take a lot off. So I found a combo that works. I'm using the 95 with the blue pad, a couple passes, that's it. Never check paint. I never check paint after I cut it because the paint swells, so the readings aren't accurate. I wait until it cools off and check it. And I always compare it with the door jamb. But yeah, almost done with the car. I would say another 20 minutes. And I'll show you the end results and then we'll coat it. Done. We are finished. The gloss on that thing is stellar. Everything got hit, roof included. Got hit, of course, the roof included. And it's looking good. Fixed all the damage on the front. Be going over the car with paint coating builder first, and then this will be the second step, nano resin 2. This adds gloss and thickness to it. I don't have to panel prep the car because I use NSPs. So we'll go through the process. It's the same way you would put a ceramic coating. You spray 3 or 4 in the microfiber and rub it on. So let's. So I'm going through and I'm adding the paint builder like I would a ceramic coating to the panels. I'll start with one panel because it goes on pretty smooth, and like I said, you can put it right over. You can put it right over the NSP, so you don't have to worry about doing a panel prep. So you want to cover every spot that you're going to coat. And like I said, this builds up the ceramic coating, makes it so it's durable, and it adds gloss to it. So now, body paint coating is finished. Now I'm going to apply part 2 of this, which is Dr. Beasley's Nano Resin Pro 2. And I'm using the towels I'm using to wipe off are Auto Fiber Quadro, and then I'm using a Pro. I do that because these are my 2 favorite towels and I buy in bulk. I have to show you the closet. But we're going to go door by door. I'll show you on this door what that looks like. All right, so I coated this panel, and you'll see I'm letting it sit. I don't know if the slide can show you, but it's flashing. It takes about 2 minutes. And then we'll take tile number 1, our quadrant, and I'll level it. Do some leveling sauce right here. Real gentle, okay? You don't go crazy. All the way down. You want to level this. Let me see if I can. There you go. Grab the whole door. Soft boys. You just worked all day, right? It's a ceramic coat this car. You do not want to add marm to it. So we're gonna level everything. get within. I usually, this is why I love this towel, because I'll usually do one side on one, come in with my second towel, and then buff it off. So I use that, got my second towel, and on this one, just buff it off. No high spots if you take your time, okay? I'm not perfect. There's only one man that's perfect, and that's Jesus. But if you do this step, less likely to get high spots. There we go. Buff that off. Buff that off. Now, you saw that I went in the door handles, right? Don't ever miss that spot, because you don't want to be that dude where they come back, hey, there's a smudge under my handle. All right, so that's it. So it looks super good. I just did this door, super glossy. I like the way this coating acts. So I'm gonna finish the whole car and I'll get back to you and show you what we did. And we're done. We ceramic coated the body. Dr. Beasley's Nano Pro Resin. Look at that gloss. Look at that. This is Gloss City. Everything was done, the roof, all the painted areas. And it looks insane. I want to thank everybody for coming along with the journey today. Well, it's the second day because, you know, outfit's different. But if you'll please subscribe, hit the notification button, and I look forward to the next video. Bye.